Welcome to Team 49's presentation on MHOX, which is aimed at improving health equity by transparency and competition. And the team members are Chris Abraham and Vish Kulkarni. Our problem opportunity space essentially is that evaluating options for therapy are very limited. And there's no real quantitative way to evaluate providers on price or quality. And if you really look at the way that we do things these days, is that we depend on referrals or word of mouth. And those are the metrics that we assembled that show the scale of the opportunity that exists. We like to think of IMHOX in three different ways, and one is the patient, the provider, and then an exchange that brings both of these people together. The way that we are enabling patients is that we are going to make available for them a B2C app that they can use to scan their bills that they receive post a procedure, and they will be able to extract all the information about what was done during this procedure. It is also an avenue to access what is called advanced explanation of benefits, a new legislation powered feature that providers have to provide consumers with a predicted or an advanced explanation of benefits before actually carrying out a procedure. Now, providers will be able to market their services better through this exchange, and they will in return be able to access reviews and quality metrics. Now, the exchange itself works on the principle that we are separating out, in a world of advanced explanation of benefits, the actual diagnosis and the provision of service. The provision of service is going to be put out in an auction to bid that several providers can actually bid on. And the consumer gets essentially to choose which is the service that they're going to actually use. The value proposition, therefore, is quite clear. For the patient, there is greater price transparency and a better understanding of what it is that they're paying for. And it allows for providers to compete and provide services to their patients. For the provider, increased patient satisfaction by providing them clarity and the value of the service up front. And there's going to be clear communication with the patient. And then we think that there's going to be some improved brand effects as well. For the payer, which is the third leg of this relationship, they become a better partner to enable this entire system to work properly. For the architecture of the system, I've laid it out in this way. The data, there's a host of data services that need to be put together, and an API layer that actually bridges the three endpoints that we're envisioning. A couple of UI mocks to show you how the B2C app will function. And our go-to-market plan is that we will target providers for market entry, and patients will pay, and providers will pay a small fee to the exchange when patients select their services. Thank you for listening to our presentation.